Hello everyone, it's your girl Adrian from Rain's Fango channel. Welcome back to my channel. I recently saw a post on Instagram that, the Summer I Turned Pretty will be coming back for its third season. This will be the final season, y'all. I'm very excited. I hope this season they do nothing to piss me off, nothing to make me mad. I want this season, I want the final season for the Summer I Turned Pretty to be everything I hope that it's going to be. I don't want no bullshit. I don't want anything. Now, I did just get done rewatching season one. And I'm going to tell y'all my thoughts about that. And I'm going to tell y'all my thoughts about season two, too, because I rewatched season two way before I watched season one. I watched the one because I wanted to refresh my brain, because season one, I kind of like forgot some things a little bit. Um, like when I was watching season two, some things felt foggy because I haven't rewatched season one since COVID, because that's when I really got like into the show. So, um, not COVID. I don't think the show was out during COVID. I'm not gonna say COVID because I don't think the Summer I Turned Pretty was out during COVID. I'm gonna just say I haven't watched season one for the Summer I Turned Pretty since the first time I finished it. Like the first time I saw it and got into it, I never rewatched season one again. When I watched season two, that was it. And then I rewatched season two probably like a couple months ago, and then I wanted to rewatch season one because I felt like when I was watching season two, some things they would talk about from season one felt foggy, like I couldn't really remember. But watching season one again definitely refreshed my brain. I just want it to be known I don't give a fuck about Steven. I know he's a main character. I don't care about Steven. You won't hear me talking too much about him. The only people you're gonna hear me talk about is Billy, Jeremiah, Conrad. You're gonna hear me talk about the love triangle a lot. Me talking about their characters and things and such and such. As far as the adults are concerned, if it has something to do with Susanna's cancer, you're not gonna hear me talk about too much of the parents. So I just want that to be known. If y'all get mad, like, oh, I don't talk about a little bit of everything or everything. I'm not gonna talk about every nook and cranny. If it wasn't important to me, I'm not gonna speak about it. Let me just go ahead and get my season two thoughts out of the way since I rewatched that. I want to say, I want to talk about season one last. So let's get into season two. Season two for the Summer I Turned Pretty is okay. I think if I had to get it on a grade it on a scale out of 10, I'm gonna give it a solid 6. And the reason why I'm gonna give it a 6 is because they did the right choice and put Billy with Jeremiah at the end of season two, which is one of my favorite moments in TV history. I love that she picked the right choice. And everybody always say, "Oh, she picked the right choice based on because it's what everybody else wanted." I do not believe that. I feel like, you know, I feel like with Belly, and you know what? Watching season one, it all just kind of like makes sense now. To where it's like when I first watched that, I was really, really pissed on how she kind of used Jeremiah as a rebound or as someone that she can use to try to get over Conrad. But when Nicole, the girl that Conrad was with, kind of told Belly, like when they was at the ball, like, you don't really get over your first love, it kind of all makes sense. I can't necessarily get mad at Belly for still being in love with Conrad after she told Jeremiah that she could see them. You feel me? But like she told Taylor, there's no reason why she would tell Jeremiah that she could see them being together one day if she didn't mean it. I definitely feel like she did mean it when she said she could see her and Jeremiah being together somewhere in the future. Maybe just not right now in the moment. And in the moment right now in present day is what he was asking. Could she see them right now? And I don't think she could see them right now when she was still in love with Jeremiah and still trying to still in love with Conrad, still trying to be with him. You gotta remember, she's been in love with Conrad since she was like 10. Just because he wasn't giving her the energy and all that shit like that doesn't mean she necessarily could just shut her heart off to him. So rewatching season one, I'm not mad that, you know, her heart was where it was. Even though she was with Jeremiah and giving him that chance, she didn't really like fully open her heart to Jeremiah because she didn't let go of Conrad. Y'all feel me? And as far as people saying, oh, they didn't give her and Jeremiah's relationship any screen time. That's the point. They weren't supposed to get screen time as a couple because she was still in love with Conrad. Even after she was like, "Oh fuck him," it was too late. However, when he tried to give her the infinity necklace and she said it was too late for him to try to make up everything, her and Jeremiah's relationship didn't get that much screen time because even when she was telling herself she was done with Conrad, her heart was not done with him. So that's why you can still see those moments between them where it still feel like sparks is flying between them, or it could be a possibility of her and Conrad in the future. You feel me? So her and Jeremiah's relationship not getting screen time made sense. But let me not get into season 1 right now. Like I said, I'm gonna save all that shit for like the last of this video. I want to talk about season 2. I feel like them making the whole, like I said, I really like season 2 based upon on Belly really choosing Jeremiah. I think that was the real. I think it was the more mature choice, and I'm gonna get into that once I get done mentioning these few points. I feel like in season 2, it's a kind of like indifference towards the whole making the whole season about the house. I get why they made the whole season about the beach house because y'all have to remember Cousins is literally all their entire childhood. Since they all been born, they've been going down there for the summer. They have so many memories at the beach house. So for fans to act like, oh, they're just supposed to just say, fuck the beach house. It is what it is. Susanna's sister sold it. Why is they still making the whole season about the beach house? I get it. I feel like on some point I was really like hoping, are they still going to just make this whole scene about the beach house? Are they ever going to get back to the love triangle? And eventually they did. Like, I really want to say the episode after Jeremiah dogged the fuck out of Conrad about being an asshole. Basically, when Conrad made a whole big deal about the house being sold, then when the owners called and said, hey, such and such, we're not going to be using the house every summer, so we figure, you know what, we'll have the summer house in the spring. Y'all can get it every summer. That's a deal, especially for owners who are now renting this beach house. They don't have to allow them to have nothing in the beach house. They don't have to let them have it every summer. Conrad talk about it ain't good enough because he wants to have the house all to himself, and he feel like if they're gonna only have half of it, why even take it? I could somewhat see where he's coming from, but it pissed me off because it's like that was the point. Our entire point was to save the house so we could at least have it. We don't want it to be sold or be torn down into something. All our memories are here. So it's like, Conrad, why the fuck are you so mad that we made a deal to still be in the beach house when you were the one who ditched everyone, not answer nobody's calls when everybody was looking for you because your friend told you he saw a for sale sign for the beach house? Be so fucking for real. I cannot stand Conrad. I don't give a fuck how many of his fans defend him. Conrad to me is like wishy-washy as fuck. He act too immature for him to be older than everybody on the cast. For him to be the oldest, he act immature as fuck. And I'm not saying because he's older, he should have his shit together. My big thing with Conrad is that he doesn't know what he wants. He can have his mindset on one something, and then all of a sudden he wake up and he just fickle as fuck. He's very fickle. He never have his mind made up. He's indecisive as fuck. You were the one who went off the bender. You're the one who went MIA and was dodging everybody's calls because you saw a for sale sign in front of the beach house. This entire season, their whole goal was to save the beach house, even if that was for it to not to be bought, make up lies, get money to buy it for themselves. It was whatever they could do to save their house. That they all had their memories with their mother, all of them from their entire childhood. They finally was able to save it, and you're sitting here telling everybody it wasn't good enough. Man, if you don't shut the fuck up. Like I said, like around that episode is where season 2 really start to pick up. The party episode when Jeremiah dogged the fuck out of Conrad and told him like, you're what did he tell him? Talk about your, when he was like, you're a coward and shit like that. Basically when Jeremiah was like, you know, you like basically telling like everybody like in front of Conrad like once you get tired of shit you throw it away. Like once you no longer want something you kind of toss it out. Like you kind of get bored with it. Like you said, you're doing it with the house, you did it with Belly was like leave me out of it, and he's like but it is true. When you got tired of her or you couldn't step up to the challenge of a relationship, your ass tossed her away like she wasn't shit, like she wasn't nothing. Like Jeremiah caught him out of his bullshit, and I stand on that. The fuck, it was about time showing someone like hold him accountable for all the stupid shit he be doing. I don't give a fuck. Like what y'all talking about? Jeremiah had every right to call him out on that because it's like, bro, you're the one who was really upset about the house, and all of a sudden you don't even want it. Like make your mind up, please. Make your mind up. Like I said, like season 2 really started to look good. Like around the party episode or the episode when they were at the country club. It's one of those 2 episodes for me where I really was like, okay, now they're putting attention back on the love triangle. But like I said, I didn't have a problem with season 2 being all about the house. But again, I really was like really more focused on like who she gonna pick. Is she gonna go back to Conrad? She gonna pick Jeremiah? I really enjoyed the flashbacks of season 2 because one of the main things that kind of irritated me about Belly and Connor's relationship is that you never really got to see the relationship from present day. You saw the entire relationship from flashbacks, and it's like, okay, cool. It's cool for me to ship them or want her to be with him based off flashbacks, but if y'all watch the flashbacks of Billy and Conrad, you really see he like really wasted her time. And I'm gonna express myself because a lot of people always try to say, "Oh, Billy was the bad guy." I feel like when it comes to the whole, I feel like she was only a bad guy when she used Jeremiah. I don't think in the love triangle she was really a bad guy. Cause she can't be bad because it's not like she was in love with Jeremiah and Conrad. She was only in love with Conrad. She tried to see herself with Jeremiah, but she couldn't because she was still in love with Conrad. So she was really the bad guy for using Jeremiah to try to get over him when she should have just told Jeremiah, I'm really in love with Conrad. I cannot just force myself to hop into something to try to get over him. That would have been the mature thing to do. You feel me? But she was not mature. She hasn't grown. She was making mistakes, and in season 2, she was learning from them. Like I said in the flashbacks with Billy and Conrad, I'm not gonna sit here and act like they don't have any chemistry because I definitely think they do. I think Billy and Conrad do have chemistry. I think their chemistry is exactly what's supposed to be with your first love. But I feel like the chemistry between Billy and Jeremiah is just so like breathtaking. The way Jeremiah looks at her, the way he speaks to her, the way he treats her, even without her having to ask, it's all giving husband material. It's giving he needs to wife her up. It's giving where the fuck why is he not taken? Like, why is he not in a relationship? You feel me? For him to sit back and wait to be with Billy, even though he knew that she was in love with Conrad or whatnot, he wanted to be wanted, right? And I definitely get where he's coming from. Everybody who try to say, oh, how can Billy want Conrad to be in a relationship after his mother died? Let me explain something to y'all. The real mature thing for Conrad would have been for him to open up his motherfucking mouth. That is my biggest problem with Conrad. Conrad is too motherfucking quiet. He's too fucking quiet. He always in his head. I used to be the same way. I used to be that person who lived in my head, then living on earth. I used to be in my head all the time. Baby, I was quiet as fuck. So what Conrad pisses me off because it's like, I understand he got panic attacks, but it's like, why the fuck did you not tell Billy that you suffer from panic attacks? Hello, open your mouth, communicate. Da-da-da-da-da. And then it's like another thing with him is that he was too fucking quiet. Had he just told Billy he feel like he should be focusing more on his mother, like enjoying the last few days or weeks he might have with her, instead of trying to put effort into a relationship that he know that he really doesn't want to be in right now, that he really doesn't want to be in right now in the moment. That's what he should have told Billy. Instead, he's still in a relationship with her, even though he knows his heart is still not in it. He still stayed in a relationship with Billy when he know his heart and mind was not in the relationship. He did not want to be with her. Like I said, the mature thing for him to say, he should have been like, listen, my mom, she got cancer and she dying. Her body is shutting down from the cancer. I really feel like the best thing for me to do is to spend whatever I have left for her just to tell her my goodbyes, day by day, because I'm really, my head and my heart is not really in the game with this relationship. That would have been the mature thing to do when it comes to him and Billy's relationship. Instead, you stay in a relationship with this girl when you know your head and heart was not in it. You treat her prom night like a chore, not bringing her a corsage, not want to dance. He treated the whole day like a chore. I understand his mother was heavily on his mind, but like I just said, if that was the case, if he was worried about his mother and feel like he should have been there with his mom, that's what the fuck you tell her. There's no reason he can't say Billy would have not understood. She definitely would have understood, because then your mother is dying. Your attention and everything should be on her right now. Fuck whatever me and you got going on. We could pick up wherever we could always be friends. I'm never gonna be bitter if someone got something important shit to do. But for Conrad to just make it seem like, oh, she was the enemy or the big bad guy because he felt like she broke up with him and just gave up on them, that is not the case. I'm tired of hearing that shit on everything, my nigga. And just like Billy, she is way better than me, because when she went to the funeral, I would have said shit to him. Like, he's definitely just trying to make excuses, like she said. She tried to be there for him. She tried to help him, and he would not accept it. Your motherfucking girlfriend at the time, you would not accept her help. But your ex, you accept her help. Like he told her, when he told her that, he was in the middle of a panic attack after his mother's funeral. In the after party, he was in the room having a panic attack. His ex was just there. It's like, Conrad, I'm over it. I'm over you. I'm over all your excuses of not being able to open up your motherfucking mouth. I'm over all your excuses on why you can never tell me anything, why you can't communicate. Bitch, fuck you. Fuck your panic attack. Bitch, I hope one day you have a panic attack, fall flat on the motherfucking end line, just go beat, bitch. Because Billy is way better than me, because I would have dogged that nigga. Like, I would have dogged the fuck out of him. He would have hated me. Because at that point, you done pushed me to my motherfucking breaking point. Like, you keep pushing it, bitch. Now you done pushed me over the edge, and now I'm finna dog you, bitch. Because there should be no reason why he feel like he should not be able to open up to her and tell her what the fuck he had going on. They're just excuses. You're grown as fuck. You're in college, my nigga. There should be no reason why you act like you cannot talk. Like I keep saying, just because he's in college, I'm not saying he should have his whole life together. But if you're in a relationship, you should already know the first thing you gotta do in a relationship is fucking communicate. I am not a mind reader. I do not know what's going on with you unless you do not talk to me. If you're not gonna speak to me when I ask you questions, you're gonna be nonchalant, you wanna be quiet, bitch, do that with some bitch who not gonna hound you down and ask you what's up. If you don't wanna be with someone who cares, then get the fuck out of my face. Cause at this point, you're making me not care. Like, gonna tell her, oh, blase, blase, blah. I knew it was a bad idea for me to start something with you and blah. Like, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Just be quiet. And then for him to make it to like she made the whole day about what him or her got going on just because she wanted to take care of him and Jeremiah, that shit blew me. I cannot stand Conrad. I don't like Conrad because I feel like he make everybody seem like he's trying to always victimize himself. He's trying to always make it seem like it's never him. Like he's never the problem. It's always someone else. It's never Conrad. It's always, oh, you did this. You made me this. You did that. It's like, what did Conrad do? What did you do, bitch? Because at the end of the day, what you did made me react. Stupid. The fuck? Like, I don't understand people talk about he's misunderstood. Misunderstood? What's misunderstood about him? Conrad is just a brooding boy. That's it. And he's brooding because of what? Why the fuck is he so brooding? He got a good life. He got a mother who loves him deeply. Yeah, his father ain't around, but his father definitely loved him more than he loved Jeremiah. So it's like, why the fuck was he so, like, why the fuck was he just so stuck in his ways? I just don't, I don't get it. I don't understand Conrad's character. He don't talk. He quiet as hell. He's so brooding. But yeah, he be talking to them bitches though. Like, see the one y'all remember how he just act like he couldn't speak, but then when he get around them hoes, he just get the yammering. That nigga get the chatting up like he just in his comfort zone. Get the chatting up with them bitches. Like, nigga, shut up. Ain't nothing rude about you, bitch. You just don't want to talk to me, nigga. You want to seem as a mysterious person to me. Like I said, I can't stand Conrad. Maybe that'll change in the next season. Season 1, he was cool. I didn't like the way he treated Belly, if that makes sense. In season 1, I understand Conrad had panic attacks. He really felt like he couldn't talk to people. Like, I did like his relationship with the man he was doing the boats and shit with, like getting like advice and shit from him. But it's like, Conrad, you really need to just clean your whole attitude, because bitch, his attitude is disgusting. That's why I really can't fuck with him. I love Jeremiah. It's nothing about Jeremiah I don't like. Jeremiah keeps it 100. When hoes go low, he go lower. He gonna read your ass for filth, hold you accountable. Period. Period. Fuck, that's what we do over here. We hold niggas accountable for they fuck shit. Like when he told Billy when she tried to fix the tire, when he said that you didn't believe that Conrad would drop you, really, Billy? Because I could have told you that. I could have told your ass he would have dropped you if he felt like you were good enough. He tossed your ass. I could have told you he was going to do that because you ain't different than any other bitch that came before you. Nothing. No matter how much sweet talk he give you or tell you y'all infinity, he'd have tossed your ass away, so just hush up. Like, I fuck with Jeremiah. He read them hoes for filth. They go low, he go lower. He hold niggas accountable for they fuck shit. I love that about him. He's sweet, he loving, he'll do anything for anybody. He rock with all his niggas, he loyal as fuck. But the second you feel like you could try to play with him, he do not let that shit slide. I fucks with him. I don't care about Steven. I like Taylor, she's cool by me. I fuck with Billy, she's very pretty to me. I just can't really fuck with Conrad. Like I said, it's an iffy thing with him. And like I said in season 2, I definitely feel like Billy made the right choice because, again, let me just speak about that. Let me just speak about that for a minute. When I say Billy made the right choice, I mean it from a mature standpoint. If you want a shot at real love, if you really want to do it the right way, you should do it with someone who is willing to take the risk with you. And what I mean by that is that Conrad spoke a lot of big shit. He spoke a big game about how he wanted infinity with Belly. He wanted her. He wanted this and that. But the second shit got tough, he tossed her away. How the fuck do you go to Jeremiah and ask him for his blessing to date her, and then you treat her like shit? That makes no sense. You loved and care about her enough to go to your brother and tell him, like, I know you still love Belly. I know you still care for her. I know you still want to be with her. But as your brother, I'm telling you, I have not told this girl how I felt because of how you feel about her too. And I don't want to be no bad blood between us if I do tell her that I'm in love with her. You feel me? Kyron went to Jeremiah and asked him for his blessing. I fuck with that because I feel like that was the right thing to do. But to get Jeremiah's blessing and then turn around and treat Billy like she's second-rate trash, that shit always bothers me. Because it's like, what was the point of you opening your mouth asking Jeremiah for the blessing just to treat her like trash because you couldn't talk or hold up your standard for a good boyfriend or what it's supposed to be? Like, I'm so tired of y'all making excuses for Conrad. In season 2, Billy gave Conrad so many opportunities to stand up for her. I truly feel like had Conrad been doing what Jeremiah was doing, she definitely would have chosen Conrad again. But she did not see that from Conrad. Conrad was not stepping up. He was not stepping up. He was not stepping up. I don't give a fuck. Instead, he just stood around, mope, made a bunch of excuses on why he could not step up to the plate. Jeremiah was patient, and just like he learned from his mistakes too, because he did what he should have done in the first season, and that was wait until whatever her and Conrad had going on was actually really over. He took her word for it in season 1 that it was over because he loved her enough and trusted her enough to actually believe, okay, yes, she's right. It is over. In season 2, he still saw that, like, connection. Like, I see the way you still look at him. I see the way he still look at you. It ain't over. I need y'all to have a real full-fledged conversation on why it needs to be over. If it's over, let this shit be over. I don't want to be caught up in the fire again where I'm really trying to be with you and you run back to him. You feel me? So with Jeremiah's character, I love that about him because it's like he's learning from the mistake he made in season 1. Hopping in a relationship with her when he knew her heart belonged to somebody else. Had Conrad been doing what Jeremiah was doing, being patient and just being there for her as a friend because that's what she wanted at the time. She didn't want to just hop in the relationship, even though she knew Jeremiah was still in love with her. Conrad, all he did when he would talk to Billy in season 2 was just make excuses on why he could not be the best boyfriend, on why he fucked up. You feel me? It's just a whole bunch of excuses. Like, he never took any accountability. So when Billy kissed Jeremiah at the campus, when she asked him did he still want to be with her, I was not upset because it's like, it's about fucking time that she gives someone her time and attention who actually wants the same things as her. He actually wants a real fucking relationship. And you're not going to get that with someone who just feel like when shit get hard, I'm going to just stop riding for you. If I'm in a relationship with someone, I'm riding with them when shit gets tough, when shit get hard. I'm not stepping in a relationship with this delusion that it's going to always be good times. We're never going to have a rocky state. That's delusional. If you can't handle the hard parts, why do you want to be with me through the good? If you cannot be with me through the worst, or through the storms, or through the hurricanes, or the Katrinas, why do you want to be with me through the sunny days? It's not the same. I want you to be with me through all the seasons, my niggas. Snow, storms, hurricanes, Katrinas, sunny days, summer days, spring days. I want you to be with me through all the seasons, but you so wanted to give up when shit get hard. So I feel like Billy choosing Jeremiah was based off maturity, based off you know what you want out of love. You're not gonna just stick with bullshit. You're not gonna keep being with someone who just keeps giving you bullshit. Like she said, when he gave her back the Infinity necklace, she said, "This is just who he is, Conrad. He gives and he takes away. Period. That is not someone you want to be in a relationship with. That person, that's someone who just is not capable of a relationship. You're not capable of commitment. You see relationships as a chore, hard work. Like, I gotta communicate. We gotta go out tonight. I gotta do this. You see the relationship as a chore. So I feel like Billy choosing Jeremiah, like I said, I'm always gonna stand on it. It was the right choice. I don't give a fuck how anybody feel. Her and Conrad, that was done and over with. What Conrad was supposed to be what it was. Conrad was her first love, right? So her dating him showed her what love can and cannot be. Love should be a beautiful thing. It should be sparks flying, but it should not be someone wasting your time, making it feel like it's always your fault, making excuses on why they cannot be there for you. It should not be someone constantly hurting you and then want to apologize and then try to victimize themselves and always say, "Oh, you were the problem." Like I said, I love season 2 was really good when it got to the good shit. And like I said, I'm always gonna stand by Billy. Billy made the right choice when she chose Jeremiah. As season 1 is concerned, I just finished season 1. Season 1 is a solid, 10 out of 10. I absolutely loved season 1 for Summer I Turned Pretty. Everything was good. I love the introduction to everyone's character, to Billy, to Jeremiah, to Conrad. I do not give a fuck about Steven. Steven is annoying as fuck. But finding out that Susanna had cancer and knowing that she was doing all of this really made everything even more sad. Like, at that point, she wasn't hiding it, because I definitely agree with Jeremiah. Something definitely was weird because she was sleeping a lot. She definitely was tired. And when she said things like, "Oh, this might be the last summer we ever have together," or "This might be the last," it's like, what you mean last? We're always going to be coming together on holidays, you feel me? We're never going to be busy to never spend a day together. But when she mean like she wanted to rake up her memories with them and make portraits of them, because she know this is not going to be, she knows she's going to be dying. I thought that was really sad. Like, I'm not going to cap, the last episode of season 7 where everybody was crying, coming to terms with her having cancer, I definitely teared up a little bit, because it's like, it's not easy getting that news of cancer, because off top your brain just goes to you can die from cancer. There's only a slight chance you can really survive it. You feel me? So I wasn't mad when the mother said she didn't want to do chemo, because she just had the idea that I'm not gonna survive with chemo, and I don't want to be stuffed in a machine and taking pills and lose my hair. I just want to spend whatever time I have left with my family and just die peacefully. You feel me? I can't be mad at her with that. I really can't, because some people really go out that way to just be stuffed in a hospital bed taking pills and losing all their hair and feeling like they're not, like they can't do what they want to do. You feel me? So I definitely feel where she's coming from on that aspect. Conrad wasn't shit for not telling Jeremiah that the mom have cancer. I don't give a fuck. Why the fuck why is that something you feel like you should keep as a secret? The second that nigga found out their mother was sick, he should have told Jeremiah off top, my nigga. I don't give a fuck how anybody feel. That nigga was wrong as fuck for that. How the fuck do you find out your mother have cancer and not tell your only living, breathing sibling? Shut the fuck up. Don't care. Goodbye, bitch. You're done. Anyways, I absolutely loved it when Billy clocked that shit and said she felt like, you know, she always liked it, Conrad. She's been in love with him since she was 10. I really love when she was like, that's what Conrad liked. Conrad liked that she liked him. When she said that, I'm like, ooh, sis, clock it. Because when I look at their relationship, I definitely feel like that's what it was. I think Conrad liked that he had so much power over Billy because she was in love with him. And that he liked that she liked him. I really can't say how Conrad treated her that he really liked Billy for real. I really can't, because the way he treated her was so icky. He always hurt her feelings and then would turn around and say sorry. Sorry was like his favorite word from the vocabulary, from the dictionary. Sorry is like his favorite word. He said it all the time. He always said sorry. Always. And it's just like, for what? Just to turn around and do it all over again? He always said sorry. He was just an asshole. He was such a jerk. For real, for real. I could not stand Kyron in season 1. He just was like jerky as fuck. I feel like she really should just been with Jeremiah, but I get why she wasn't. And a lot of people say it never made sense on where his feelings for her came out of nowhere. No, Jeremiah always had feelings for Billy. He literally explained that in the swimming pool, that he always been in love with her. He just never said anything because she was either in love with Conrad or some other guy she was underneath. So it just never made sense for him to say anything. You feel me? It's not like, oh, it came out of nowhere. I don't give a fuck what nobody say when him or them saying, oh, he was petty for stopping their kiss with the fireworks. Like I said, when you're in love with someone or have friends with someone, it's never easy to see them grow a connection with somebody else, especially when you feel like y'all have something. I don't give a fuck what nobody say, but these are my thoughts about The Summer I Turned Pretty. You feel me? I absolutely love this show. If there's anyone out there looking for teenager shit where they're not in high school but they just on summer vacations, this show is lit as fuck. It's so good. This is The Summer I Turned Pretty review. Catch y'all in my next video.